Welcome to our today's review. We're looking at Parliament of Walls by Odipo Sidang. Parliament of Walls is a political satire that shows how bad leadership, favorism, greed, nepotism, tribalism, and corruption can stagnate the growth of a society. It also proves that women and people from minority groups like Oyundi the firefinch, a female daybird, can rise against all odds to bring change without necessarily engaging in violent protests. This being a current set book in Kenya and a perfect read when the Gen Zs and millennials are on the streets to demand for good governance, shows the important roles the youths can play to make their country better and bigger, while making their leaders accountable. A null in most African setups represents bad omen or evil. If you see one in your compound, you're always advised to chase it before bad luck visits your homestead. Parliament also being used symbolically to represent the law house, which houses political leaders. In Parliament of Walls can be interpreted to mean a legislative house full of evil leaders. Parliament also means a group of alls together. The exciting play wholly uses animal characters which include birds, that is, owls, vultures, and parrots, and revolves around the forests, where we get trees, water points, nests, bushes, paths, and skies. This bird's kingdom is headed by the royal owl, King Tula Nyangoro, who manages all the affairs. He is ruthless and stops at nothing to eliminate any threat to his kingship and leadership, whether minor or major. He is deputized by Moneybags Hall, his most trusted friend who is corrupt, cunning, and goes grabbing all trees around him. He also doubles as the parliament speaker and Moneybags at the same time, meaning he will comfortably get out of the speaker's seat, remove the speaker's attire, and go to the floor of the house to address his issue as a normal member of parliament. Then immediately bounce back to the speaker's chambers to respond to the same issue, but this time round as the speaker of the house. Funny or absurd? Maybe. Is he is the socialite Hall's financier. She takes advantage of her being on his side to pass self-beneficial bills like makeup and moonlight bill, while working closely with Red String, Puppet Hall, and other sycophants who are pro-government of alls by ensuring their interests are protected while grounding and punishing anti-government supporters. I think it's relatable to our situation in Kenya. On the opposition side, we meet the fierce Iron Lady Owl who leads some owls in rebelling against the bad governance. Oyundi the Firefinch is a tiny female daybird. She is a cunning rebel who learns her best skills from her mentor and trainer Ogila Nyakarondo, the heir from King Lion's kingdom. Behind him rallies the rebel owls, daybirds, grain eaters, some night birds, and omnivorous like fleshy carcass, vulture. Oyundi has to work out a plan of how to trick the royal owl to ensure Parliament of Owls is replaced with flock of birds, an all-inclusive government. He discovers the greatest secret in the royal trees, that is the golden bead, which he uses to overthrow the government. Osogo, a weaver bird, is a sad character. He plays melancholic tunes on his flute after the government of Owls eliminates 30 members of his family. The in-between birds include Veteran P, a parrot who is a news reporter of the Parliament of All Society, Aaron Tindi, a hornbill, he is the All's main propagandists, who is later, in a cunning way, changes to join anti-government supporters, a move which costs his life. Parliament of Alls, it's a true reflection, somehow, if not 80%, of the Kenyan government, and gives us hope of if only we can get the Oyundis, if only we can have the Iron Lady, if only we can have a reasonable opposition, if only. just if only, or if only the government can give us good governance, then we're good to go. It's an awesome read and a current read for the kids. Thank you and bye bye.